Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Gonna do one cast today. I'm just up from the resort, about 300 yards. It is Monday, the 13th of April. And I was just gonna try to locate some fish today. I have got a white megaworm on, 6X tippet and about 5 feet under a float. The wind is coming and going. Yep. Just a few minutes ago it was blowing pretty hard. Now it's not blowing hardly at all, but I'm sure it will blow here in a second. The reason I stopped in this area is when I came home from fishing last evening, there was a fair amount of fish midging in this area, which is kind of a giveaway that you know that there's probably some stalker rainbows that have stopped, and usually in the evening we have this midge hatch, and they were feeding on some midges that were hatching. Not a lot of fish, and this is generally in the morning and evening, you'll see a fair number of fish midging in this area, and I have targeted them using zebra midge flies and done pretty good, but I thought I'd try something that would attract more of a stalker fish that's just been in the lake for not very long. So I'm gonna kind of hit some spots from here up. The wind's kind of out of the southwest, so it's blowing over the trees at me. Nothing on the first cast. No generation today. I haven't looked at the schedule if they're going to run some later this evening. The patterns is maybe a little bit towards dark. After I shut the camera off yesterday, I stayed up and through that, well, I ended up changing flies and put that scud back on, that number 14 200R, and stripped that for a little bit. Caught probably 5 or 6 more rainbows, nothing big, kind of like what I was catching, but it was fun. And that wind is just not really coming any direction. It's coming in different directions. Really have to watch. Make sure this piece of yarn's all it is. It doesn't fold over on the hook and make a ball. So every time I bring it back, I'm watching to see if that yarn is straight coming off the hook. Especially if you get a bite, it tends to ball up and hook itself. Leave it out for about 30, 45 seconds and move it. Move it 10, 15, 20 feet in a different place. Blake was fishing up above me last evening, up closer to Lookout. He was out of my sight, and he came in after I did, and they did really good up there. They had like 50 fish. They had one over 24 inches, and they were catching them on that black 50th ounce marabou jig. That missed him. Had him on for a second. Ooh, I just saw, there's a big midge hatch coming off it. They're tiny midges, that's why I didn't see them in the beginning, but man, they are thick. Right on the surface of the water. Of course, the wind's, I'm sure, blowing them around. That was a pretty small bite. He did not take it under. He just kind of pulled it under just a little bit. Now I'm a little touchy. I believe I'm getting some bites, but it is a little hard to tell. See what I mean about that wind? It's like it doesn't blow for a while, just like yesterday. Doesn't blow for a while and it just gales. I'm gonna have to turn the trolling motor up. I can't control it. I gotta move back over. It's blown me all the way across the lake. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's a little bit too much, huh? Wow. Ooh. I might have to quit here in a second. I kind of hate to, but I am getting a cramp in my leg and it is not releasing. This wind's not helping. Yeah. Not helping at all. Yeah, I can't even. I should have just come out here and bait fished. Ah, man. Yeah, it's what I ought to do, just put it on spot lock. Now you can tell which way the wind's blowing. You know, I'm pointing almost directly to the bank. The waves are coming straight down, but the wind is going this way. So, figure that out. Yeah. A little frustrating. And I got too much to do to come back out and do it again or continue on, or that's part of what you got to put up with in one cast. It's like, it is what it is. When the guy doing it gets cramped, you got to quit. Got to put up with my physical ailments. I know, drink more water. That's what my wife says. But we'll try it again tomorrow. See ya.